Welcome back everyone to another Minecraft video. I recently got a comment from Seorang, sorry if I mispronounced that, asking me how to make a city layout because they're struggling. Sure thing. So here are my 10 best tips for making a great city in Minecraft. Also, just really quick, I will put timestamps in this video if you want to skip around. Also, stay to the end of this video for a bonus tip that I will be adding. Alright, so my first tip is to just get started building something. I started this entire city here with just this one building right here. It was just totally something random I just started with, and I just added on. So yeah, just start with something. Who cares if it looks bad? Tip number 2 is once you get houses or anything built, whatever it is, then connect them with pathways. I wouldn't focus on this too much early on, like when you have one, maybe two houses or something to connect them immediately. Sometimes it's nice to wait, because like for example, I built, so this house, this tower, uh, this cherry cottage, and this big mansion over here. I didn't connect them immediately. I waited until they were all built, and then as you can see, I'll snake the pathways, towards this middle area, towards this fountain. So I think sometimes waiting is better than just immediately, just say I built this and then this tower and then immediately connected them with a straight path. I wouldn't be able to put this garden here. So yeah, just kind of build your pathways once you get a few houses built. Alright, my third tip is kind of just piggybacking on what I just said earlier about connecting everything, is adding some decorations. So such as things like this garden, this fountain, little bridge here over a pond, pond over here, some raised garden beds that kind of, match the theme of the houses and stuff like that. Uh, kind of just stuff like this. Little garden areas, whatever that is I even built. Little barbecue area, stuff like that. Alright, tip number 4 is do not be afraid to build big and small. So what I mean by that is, I built a huge mansion here or a huge mansion there. But sometimes like building little small houses like this, well, it kind of breaks up, big, mansions everywhere. Kind of breaks it up. You get little small houses here and there. But also, if you build big mansions all the time, like I feel like you just get overwhelmed, right? Like you don't want to be like, oh, I have to build, these huge mansions all the time, make my city look so big. But like, sometimes you just got to build, little small cottages here or there, stuff like that. Make it look, I guess, normal, if that makes sense. All right, tip number 5 is you do not have to stick to a theme. Build whatever you want to build. I definitely did not follow a theme here. As you can see, I built with these new 121 blocks, whatever, it looks crazy next to a snow-capped little cottage here, next to a brick factory, next to a mansion, you know. So you don't have to always stick to a theme, right? If you build with the same pallets, just like I built with this, all this tough and spruce and mud, whatever. If I built my entire city out of that, I would get so bored because it's the same blocks every time. You have to switch it up and build whatever you want to build. And also, I think it just makes the city look cooler because you're not building with all the same stuff. I think it just makes it look more unique. Alright, so my 6th tip is getting inspiration, whether that is from YouTube videos like mine or other people's videos. Subscribe, by the way. Okay, anyways, so yeah, get inspiration. So I definitely did not come up with all of this stuff on my own. I either look stuff up, watch YouTube videos, stuff like that. I'm not saying just directly copy stuff, because I didn't do that either. Don't just directly copy things, because that, unless it's a tutorial, cool. But like, try and, I guess, do things on your own as well. Like, it's fun to try and build your own things. If you have to watch a tutorial, cool. I mean, I posted some anyways, but I guess what I'm getting at is just like, get inspiration, try and build something on your own, and make it cool. Alrighty, tip number 7 is adding trees. I know, this actually sounds kind of weird, but adding trees in your city or village, whatever you're building, makes it feel more lively. So as you can see here, I have added these big spruce whatever trees. The only thing with these is they do add that podzol dirt around it. So what I've done is just, make a tree or use a sapling to make one, and then just remove the podzol with dirt or grass to make it look, matching. So as you can see, I've added a bunch of these big trees all around, and I think it just makes it look better in my opinion. Like if you just had these normal biome trees here, or just none at all in a plains, it's just not, it doesn't look realistic, I guess. But it also doesn't have to be totally realistic because it is Minecraft. But add some trees, it makes it look better. Alright, tip number 8. This one sounds even crazier, but adding bone meal to your village or city, whatever. This one definitely sounds weird because usually you're like, oh well, I want to build something on that's flat without grass, it gets in my way, or flowers, whatever. Which is true, you want to get rid of it when you're building, but after you're done building, so what I've done here is after I build all these pathways and stuff, I will actually go around with some bone meal here, and I'll just bone meal along like the pathways like this. But what I'll do though, I will do this, I will get rid of the tall grass because it makes it look overgrown and I don't like that look. So I do actually add bone meal along my pathways here to add some flowers and some grass so that it's not just, totally bare. I think that looks kind of bad whenever it's just all flat. So yeah, definitely add some bone meal. Tip number 9 is to add secrets to your builds. And what do I mean by that? Well, so this is my 50 subscriber special mansion I built. And if I flick this lever down here, I didn't really hide it very well, but if I flick this lever, it launches fireworks. That's enough of that. So yeah, adding secrets, I think makes it cooler, especially if you're playing with other people. Adding secrets, it makes it cool. Try and challenge others to find it. For example, as well, for this house, if I flick that, or push that button, it launches a blue firework. Wow. Alright, tip number 10 is do not be afraid to expand to other islands. So as you can see, I've kind of filled up like this island, some over here. I added a farm and stuff over here. So I'm kind of maxed out, I guess, like in this area. So, don't be afraid to like go to another island. Like for example, I do plan on going over to here. I already have a bridge over here built, but I plan on building a bridge like here to linking up to here. And then, sorry for the lag, my render distance is up to show my entire city. So I'm planning on already moving over to here to keep adding to the city to make it look, a little bigger. Also, I think this bridge looks really cool. Alright, this is a bonus tip. I cannot tell you how many people do not know this about creative mode. So, and this makes it so much easier to break and replace like anything. So just say I have all this stone here and I want it to be grass. Instead of like breaking it like this, or even doing like this is painful, alright? So if you press the left click and right click at the same time, right, it instantly changes it to whatever you're holding. So if I want to be light blue wool, boom, it's light blue wool. And then change it back to stone, back to grass. Instead of doing like that, it's way slower and tedious. Also, this works especially well if something is floating in the air, right? Wow, look at that. Like, that is so much better, because look, if you have something in the air, and you try and do this method, look what happens. Yeah, you can't do that. So this method of breaking and replacing is so much better than doing that. So yeah, a little bonus tip there. If you guys enjoyed these tips or enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. It really helps me a ton. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.